85% of farmers don do this stuff that I'm going to teach you on this video. So all you will need to do is watch this video to the very end so that you'll be able to understand what I'm going to teach you on this video. As you can see, I am feeding this chicken now. So after I'm done feeding this chicken, I will weigh them. After the feed I've digested, I'll weigh the chicken to know if they are weighing the accurate weight. Normally I'm not using scale to weigh them, but I'm weighing them with my hand. Like when you bring this chicken up and you bring another chicken up, definitely you will see the difference. You will see which one is weighing bigger. That means that is the only way to know if you are feeding this chicken right or if you are feeding them wrong, because maybe they are not giving you enough production. So you have to weigh this chicken. It is not all about giving them feed. You have to weigh them to know if they are giving the exact weight that they are supposed to be weighing. So you are supposed to weigh this chicken even before feeding them and after feeding them, because a lot of people will just give their chicken the feed and leave to work without even weighing the chicken. You are supposed to weigh the chicken to know the exact weight they are weighing, and then you are supposed to do it maybe 2 times in a week or that kind, 3 times in a week, depending on how much time you have. You are supposed to weigh the chicken, not just giving them feed and leaving to work. You have to weigh them, because if you don't weigh them, definitely you won't get enough egg. But when you weigh this chicken and know that they are lacking behind, you increase their feed. Yes, you increase their feed, because that is the only alternative for them to regain their weight back and then give you enough eggs. This is the thing I do in my farm, which I want to share with you guys. You have to keep your eyes on them. The next one, after you are done weighing this chicken, you have to bring this chicken up. Like, you have to bring this chicken up, open their body, open their feathers, and check if you see all these tiny mites. There are these parasites that do live in this chicken. After you are done weighing them, then you open their feather to know if you will see all those tiny mites that do live in their body. And if you discover these mites in their body, all you need to do is you have to give them garlic in the water. The garlic, the scent of garlic usually kill all those tiny parasites. Then if you don't have any available garlic in your farm, all you will do is spray a snipper in their chicken house, or any chemical that cannot affect this chicken. You spray it in the chicken house, then the smell of that chemical will now eliminate those parasites. You can even use piff paff. There is something we call piff paff. If you are a Nigerian, you can use it to eliminate those parasites. Those parasites are among the stuff that do disturb this chicken, that make them weigh lesser, because those parasites that are living in the chicken, they are feeding from their body. Those parasites are feeding from this chicken. So at the end, they will be sharing the nutrients that this chicken gain after feeding. So always make sure you check on those parasites and eliminate them, so that it will free this chicken to give you enough production. Another thing again you are supposed to check is worm, that is their poop. How to know if you are to deworm this chicken is paying close attention to worm, especially in their poop, because you can't tell if this chicken have worm in their body. But sometimes when you come into your chicken house, you check their poop to see if you see worm in their poop. There is something like worm that you will see. You definitely see the thing if they have worm in their body. Assuming you don't have a timetable on how you deworm this chicken, because some people deworm them in 2 months, in 3 months. Some people deworm in a month, depending on your own schedule. So when you see that worm on their poop, definitely you have to deworm the chicken, and then by that time it will now eliminate all those worms inside the chicken. And whenever the worm attack this chicken, definitely they will lose their weight, because that worm will be feeding from the chicken also. That is another thing that can make this chicken to lose weight, and at that point the chicken will not be laying eggs. So make sure you deworm your chicken, make sure you deworm them, and always check on their poop to see if you notice anything like worm, so that you will deworm them. Then a lot of people they will just come inside their chicken house, feed the chicken and leave to work, or maybe they will leave the chicken house without checking the health of their chicken. It is not proper. Whenever you are done feeding your chicken, you have to stay at least 5 minutes is enough to discover a sick chicken. You have to stay in your farm like at least 5 minutes. 5 minutes is good. You will see how these chicken are feeding. You will see how they are, because sometimes they will be pursuing some chicken not to eat. Like some chicken they are fighting. Sometimes they will be fighting other chickens to prevent them from feeding. Then you will know if you separate that particular chicken and feed them different, so that you will be able to get those eggs. Any egg that you miss in a day, you will never get it again. So always try all your possible best to make sure that the whole of this chicken give you enough eggs. And based on their health, you have to check their health. Sometimes when this chicken starts developing infectious coryza newly, you won't know unless you pay a very close attention. And the worst thing is, if you don't notice it earlier, definitely when others contact the infectious coryza, it will be a big problem to you, because you are now to treat them, whereby they will drop in production, because those infectious coryza are very painful to them, and anything that will cause pain to this chicken will definitely affect their production. So always pay a close attention. Whenever you see your chicken with watery eye, you know, yes, this is an infectious coryza. Then you will find any medication that can cure infectious coryza and give it to your chicken. Then whenever you see any chicken dulling, staying at a particular corner, that chicken is not feeling fine. Maybe like this my chicken are feeding, and I will see maybe one chicken at the other corner relaxing there. Definitely the chicken is not feeling fine. So what will I do? I will check on the health of the chicken to know the exact thing that is happening to the chicken. Then I will know if it is a kind of sickness that I will separate that particular chicken from others, then medicate the whole chicken, and even medicate that particular chicken. Because if you don't pay close attention, it will circulate the whole disease to other chicken. So that is what you should always do. Even when this chicken is having an issue of coccidiosis and you are paying a very close attention to their poop, you will be able to know early. You will be able to know as early as possible, so that you treat coccidiosis. So that's the best way to manage your chicken. It is not all about keeping chicken, feeding them, and getting eggs. You have to pay a very close attention to your chicken. Otherwise, you will end up losing everything you have struggled for. So this is what this video is all about. Thank you for watching. Tell me where you are watching from in the comment section. And if you are new in this channel, you can subscribe to join me in this journey. My name is Collins Booker, and this is my farm. Thank you. See you in my next video. One love.